So Antonio, we got a lot of people out here who want to know the difference between Creole and Cajun cooking.
Creole and Cajun cooking, two very, very different things, totally different. First of all, the part of Louisiana, the geographically, they're about 75 to 80 miles apart. They're nowhere near one another. You call a Cajun a Creole or call a Creole a Cajun, you're gonna have a fight on your hands because it's two totally different cultures. The biggest difference is that Cajun food was more food from the land. They really had to make do with what it is that they had access to. During the times of slavery, a lot of your Cajuns were people who were already native to Louisiana. They may have had some Native American in their bloodline, and they only had access to certain things, a lot of things that were deemed unsuitable for the master, the plantation owners, and the house slaves who worked inside. Your Creoles are going to have more Haitian, German, French, Spanish bloodlines in there because a lot of them were brought over to Louisiana. And a lot of, from an African American perspective, a lot of your Creoles may be a little bit more fair skinned. We like to call them house Negroes because they worked inside. They had access to a lot of things that the Cajuns did not have. One of the mainstays in a lot of Cajun and Creole dishes, for instance, is a roux. Okay, you have a Cajun roux and you have a Creole roux. A Cajun roux is generally oil or duck fat and flour. A Creole roux is going to be butter and flour. Refrigeration. Butter can be refrigerated. That was one of the things that the Cajuns really didn't have too much. So that was one of the things that also separated the two. Once you start understanding the differences and you start understanding how the food is prepared, you can look at dishes and you can see where some people may see the similarities, but you start seeing the differences. A lot of Cajun dishes are going to be more rustic. One of the principal things that separates the two is the use of tomatoes and tomato-based dishes. That's strictly a Creole thing. That's not going to be Cajun. Probably the only dish that kind of transcends the two is probably sauce piquante. That's it. If I were to make a jambalaya, a Cajun jambalaya, it's going to be brown. It's going to have a brownish tint to it, a brownish hue. If I were to do a Creole one, it's going to have more of a reddish tint. I may have used tomato paste or crushed tomatoes in that. The differences is going to be, so obvious you'd be able to tell. And it's one of those things that, like I said, a lot of people outside the state, it always trips me out because you have a lot of people outside the state who don't know this. And for all of us, we grow up knowing this, so it's like common knowledge to us. So for us to go somewhere and to see people who don't know it, we just assume that everybody knows what we know. But that's one of the biggest differences. Once you get, like I said, once you start understanding, the dialect and the diets of what available dishes one had over the other, you'll be able to determine which ones are which. Boudin, for example, Boudin is more of a Cajun thing, but there are some Creole boudin that have come along, within the last few years that are absolutely amazing. So it really just depends on what it is that you're looking for.